Are you concerned that your rental property is no longer going to be a good investment? I would not be. My name is Jacob Hara. I am the broker owner of Remax Pioneer, Innovation Property Management, and Pioneer Realty of Florida in Point Siena. I am asked very often in today's society, specifically regarding COVID-19, as to, is everything going to crash? Are things going to become terrible? Am I not going to be able to collect rents? Am I not going to be able to evict my tenants? The truth is, some of those issues are prevalent, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, and we need to keep this in mind. Real estate acts in a cycle. It always has, and as for all I can tell, it always will. Okay, no matter where you are in the cycle, it does come back around. Now, first and foremost, you should know that rents are at an all-time high. My property management firms have rented dozens of properties since COVID-19 came about. So that's first and foremost. We need to keep that in mind. Dozens of properties have rented for all-time high rents. Why is that? People need places to live. It's a fact. People are not going to be buying as many homes as they were in the past several years, even though interest rates are down and the economy is good for this type of thing. They're not going to be able to get approved for loans because a lot of people are under furlough or are losing hours on their jobs and their pay. So people that were out there trying to buy property are not going to be able to do so in the very near future. But what will they have to do? They will have to rent. So the rental market happens to be a very good market to be in right now. There are a couple of problems that we are seeing as relates to rent. There are several laws in place right now that are delaying what actions homeowners can take and property managers can take against tenants with relates to rent. First of all, we are no longer allowed to send 3-day notices to pay or vacate to the properties. And it's going to be several weeks and in some cases a couple of months before we can actually go after tenants for rent and they can be evicted from the properties. The good news is I just ran my numbers and we have collected 93% of our rents from last month. And currently we are in the high 80 percentile for this month, and we're only 6 days into the month. So the truth is while you hear all these crazy stories on the news about your rents not being able to be paid or collected, you can't evict people, most people in this world right now are paying their mortgages and are paying their rents. The fact is that there are about 30 million people that have lost their jobs, very sadly, in the past 2 months. Okay. The good news is there's over 350 million people in the United States, which this equates to about 10% of the people are not able to pay their monthly bills, which is exactly why we have collected between 80 and 90% of the rents. This is not everybody. People are still working, they still have jobs. This is excellent for your rental property. Now, if prices start to come down on rental properties or even regular homes for sale, which I suspect they might short term, very short term, it's not a time to sell. It's actually a time to buy additional property, in my opinion. I personally own rental property and will probably be buying more in the coming months as I can take advantage of this opportunity. Most of this country's wealth was built on real estate, not the stock market, which constantly goes like this, up 600, down 600, up 250, down 2,000 in one day. It's craziness. The rental market is not like that. That is at least not what I'm seeing right now. So we've got to keep things in perspective. Yes, there's a terrible disease out there. Yes, people are suffering, and I am truly very sorry that this is happening. And I feel very badly for them and more for their families that are having to watch these people go through this. But the economy will bounce back. And the truth is that your rental property might not even need to bounce back. It might just be catapulted even further into greatness. Please keep all of this in mind. I'm very proud of the work that our team and our staff is doing. And please keep in mind that if you are watching this video and you are not with our property management company, it is very important that you go to a property management company that has resources and backing of a staff with accounting, inspectors, attorneys, everything that can help them. People that do this as a side job could land you in a world of trouble right now, not knowing when they can go after the rents, how they can go after the rents, if they can go after the rents, proper inspections being done. There are going to be a lot of lawsuits out there. My opinion, there will be a lot of legal action being taken against people that don't know what they're doing. They don't know what the law is, and they're going to be injuring people's credits, evicting people in basically illegally, even though they haven't paid rent. There are certain ways to do things that there are certain steps that you need to follow in order to get things done properly. My team is well prepared for it. We do weekly classes. We just had a class with our attorneys, and we're ready to take on more business, more problems, and most importantly, more successes. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Pioneer Realty of Florida and Point Siena, and Innovation Property Management. Thank you very much.